What's going on, everybody? Serial entrepreneur Jordan Steen here for another episode for you YouTube subscribers, and in this one, seriously, super awesome content. This is going to help you land some more clients. It's all about what to say when you're finalizing the sale. I'm going to give you some of the psychological aspects of what you need to understand to get these customers to actually buy from you, right? So if you're interested in figuring out what we say to land so many deals over here at our agency, just stay tuned. Here we go. Alright, and we're back. So let's go ahead and get into everything really quickly. So like I mentioned, guys, if you are a returning viewer, an already subscribed to serial entrepreneur type person, thank you for that. Love you guys. You're the best. You're the bomb.com. Just want to let you know that. And if you are a new subscriber, seriously, you need to hit that subscribe button down below because of the fact that we give out so much free content, so much free information here. You need to follow this channel. Seriously, it's what's going to keep your agency going, keep you motivated, and keep you working throughout your journey as a marketing agency owner. All right, so let's get into the important stuff, what you guys are here for. All right, we're here to talk about landing clients. All right, there's a lot of you who struggle just with landing clients and figuring out, why you're able to set the meeting with a client, but you're not able to get them to actually buy your marketing services. And what you guys have to realize is the wording used, what you actually say to them is what makes them, formulate some kind of an opinion or an impression about you and your marketing agency that says, I think this person can do what they say, or I don't think this person can do what they say. That's really what it comes down to. Can you get them results like you say you can in your proposal, or can you not? And a lot of that comes out with your body language, the things you say, the way you explain things, and that's why wording is so important, and that's what we're going to talk about today, is understanding some of the important things you need to be aware of when you're actually speaking to these customers. And on top of that, we're going to give you some closing approaches that you're able to take and apply to your strategy like right away. Like, these approaches work. This is what I use when I try to close people, or when I do close people. I'm very good at closing sales now. I've been doing a lot of sales for a long time. I did several sales competitions when I was in college, so it's been something I've always been decent at. So I've just taken my skills and I've gotten even better as the years have gone on. And really, guys, again, it comes down to understanding people. It comes down to understanding typical sales practices and then understanding how to talk to people to get them to actually want to listen to you. That's half of what I do right here with this channel, guys, is convincing you that I'm not just some guy out there like a lot of other people I'm not going to name drop about, but who sit there and try to pretend like they're marketing agency, gurus when they really don't have the first clue about marketing in general, right? So let's just talk about the marketing side of it, the selling side of it, the getting people to actually want to buy something from you, because that's what you guys care about, right? So closing the sale, number one, we're going to start with the psychology behind it. All right, and the word, all of this is again about the wording, what you're actually saying. So keep that in mind as we go through everything. But the psychology behind it is important. Number one, you have to understand that it's grounded in emotion. All right, people take the words that you're saying and it triggers an emotional response internally for them. So the way you say it, the words you choose, the tone of voice that you use, so whether you're really high up or whether you're really down and low and just kind of mellow and not really exciting at all, you have to understand the way you're guiding that pitch or the way you're guiding that conversation that you're having with that business owner makes up, how they're going to feel about your ability to get results. So if you're sitting here slow and sluggish and you're not really, enthusiastic about, what you're saying, then they're not going to feel enthusiastic about the services that you're promoting. So you have to go in there, like I am right here with you, how I'm very interactive and engaging. This is how you have to be with customers, because this is what they want to see. They don't want to work with someone who isn't engaging or fun, especially in the marketing space. If your job is to make their business engaging and fun online, and you're not engaging and fun in person, what makes you think that they're going to think, or what makes you think that they're going to trust you and your ability to get them more sales via, being more engaging online? You're coming in there telling them you're going to help them with social media marketing, but you're a stick. You're nothing. You're boring. Like, you're not interesting, right? So give them something interesting. Remember that the words you say are super important. It could be something as simple as saying a word in one area that isn't as common in another area and may have a completely different meaning there. Try to stay away from things like slang or, regionally specific type words or phrases. You want to keep everything broad where it's understandable no matter where you're from. And it's not going to cross any boundaries just because you're from a different region than them and they believe something completely different about saying that than what you believe. You know, it's like thinking if you were to go to a different country, they say things completely different. It's the same thing here in the States. Just because, you know, you go to a different area, even if it's in a different area of town, different areas of town towns have different cultures. So you have to be able to kind of mold yourself and fit into those cultures and to get along. That's the thing. It's all about making them like you guys. You have to make people like you. To do that, sometimes it's about conforming to what they're comfortable with. So that way they're not the one out, like, you have to be okay with being uncomfortable in sales. That's what sales is. Sales is being uncomfortable. If you're not comfortable with being uncomfortable, then you're going to have a rough time. All right? So let's talk about some of the sales that you can use from a psychological standpoint, where you're actually kind of messing with their head and they don't even know it. These are the things that really, really kill when you get really good at selling. You do, you know, one of these three things and you don't even know that you're doing it. Like, it just comes more naturally for me now. I just kind of find out how that person is, and something in my brain just triggers and says, this close is going to be the best method to use. But let's just go ahead and look into these. So the first one is going to be the assumptive close. All right. So this is basically, which package are we going to start you with? You're assuming that, or that's an example of what it is. What package are we going to start you with? So when you get to the end of the proposal, you say, all right, this is what everything looks like. This is the price. You put your pause in there, let them say the first words. After they get done with, you know, whatever they say, you know, or you could even cut it off before they even get a chance to object. You could drop the price and say, so which package are we going to start? So you would say, Mr. Business Owner, here's your package. We're going to do this one at $2,500. You know, and again, I did bring the $1,200 package here just to show you in case that, you know, the $2,500 was too expensive for you. But, you know, let's just go ahead. I can tell you're super excited. Which package are we going to go ahead and start you with? I'm thinking that $2,500 one. What about you? And I'm assuming that, number one, we close the deal because we're saying, which one are we going to start you with, instead of, do you think you want to do this? It's assuming that we know that you're going to buy this package, right? Assuming the sale is always the best thing, really, it's the best thing you can do when you're closing at the sale. If you assume the sale, then they feel more confident in your ability because you're assuming, okay, well, I did good at this. Even if you didn't, you won't honestly know if you did or not until the very end. Because hindsight is 20/20, but what you can do is, again, just assume the sale, drop the price, say, you know, which package are you going to go with, and then that's it. Let them pick, all right? It's not 100, I'm not saying this is 100%, guys. None of these are 100%, but these are methods that every good salesperson knows to try and get them to basically not force them, I don't want to say force, but that's really what you're doing. You're kind of forcing them into saying yes and into agreeing with you to purchase those services. The next one is going to be the reverse close. So here's the cool one about the reverse close. If you guys know anything about sales, you know that you want to keep the conversation all about yeses, right? With the reverse close, we're actually looking for a no. All right, so again, looking for a no. So here's an example of a reverse close. So if we got you 5 new clients at $1,000 a month, is there any reason you wouldn't do business with us? So you're looking for the no in the sense that, like, say for example, you know, if 5 new clients generated them $1,000 a client, right? And we're charging them, let's say, $1,500 a month, and we're getting them 5 new clients at $1,000. That's $5,000 minus their ad spend, $1,500. So that's about $3,500 we made them, right? All right. So keeping that in mind, if we got you 5 new clients at $1,000 or $1,500, is there any reason that you wouldn't do business with us? Well, the answer there is pretty much going to be no. More than likely, they're going to say no, because if you can get me 5 new clients at $1,000 a piece for $1,500, heck yeah, I'm going to sign you up. You're going to do my marketing because that sounds like a really good deal for me, right? So you're most likely going to get a no, but you will have some people who will have objections, and this is where the yes comes in. They'll say, yes, there is a reason I wouldn't do business with you, and it's because of this. So you actually get them to tell you the objections. The objections become known objections. It's no longer a secret, right? And that's the hardest part. You don't know what the objection is going to be. But by phrasing the question this way at the very end, or by phrasing your statement like this at the very end and saying, you know, you drop the price, you say everything, and you say, you know, if we got you 5 new customers at this price, is there any reason that you wouldn't do business with us, you know, today? Is there any reason you wouldn't sign up today? And they're going to say no or yes. If they say yes, they're going to tell you that objection. And then you know how to overcome. If you've prepared, like we've talked about in overcoming objections, there's a video on YouTube you guys need to check out about overcoming objections. But if you've prepared for objections, then you know what they're going to say ahead of time, so you know how to combat that objection. And you can keep moving through the sale, beating every objection that they have down, and then working your way back into a yes. Because that's all it's about, is getting them to sign that contract and give you the yes. But if you don't know how to set yourself up and say these things the right way, you're not ever going to close the sale, because you're not going to be, you won't be asking the right questions. You won't be making the right statements to make them feel confident in you. All right, so then the last one we're going to talk about out of these three little closing statements or types basically is the direct statement. And that's when you get towards the end. It's very close to the assumptive close, where you're saying, you know, which package are we going to start with, except for you're just saying it directly. Let's get moving. So, Mr. Business owner, you know, here's the package. It's $2,500 a month. I just need you to sign right here. Let's get moving. That's it. Smooth, simple, and you basically said sign right here. If they don't agree, they'll have an objection. They'll tell you that objection. If they don't have an objection, if they're ready to go, you did a good job, boom. And just because you get an objection doesn't mean you did a bad job in presenting. They might just still have questions. Stay calm. Don't freak out because they have questions. That's where you lose the sale. That's where a lot of people lose the sale. They get that first objection or that second objection, or they keep going 3 to 4 objections in and they start to get nervous, and that's where the business owner has broken you down and now they've lost trust in you and they're probably not going to purchase your services. And I would be willing to bet that a lot of you have had that happen to you. It's all about staying calm, remaining calm, being prepared for objections ahead of time, and knowing how to combat those objections as they come up. Alright guys, and the next little part we want to talk about is using emotion and building a connection with these audiences. Alright, the wording you want to pay attention to. So again, building the relationship or building that connection with them. Really, here the key focus here is, I mean, keep it simple guys, really. You don't want to overcomplicate this. Using the word you instead of I. So you want to focus on things for them as opposed to, so instead of saying, you know, our discount, you would say your discount or your savings, you know, something like that, where you put the phrasing where it's focused on them instead of your business. Because when you talk about it being your business's discount, it comes off, and psychologically it is heard as selfish. All right, that's how people perceive that message. So understand that when you start using you more, when you say you as opposed to I am going to do this, and you say you will get this benefit, they start to receive that message a little better because you're focusing on them. You're making sure that everything here that we're doing is about them, okay? And then the last part we're going to talk about is, or for this little section, is pulling at their emotions. All right. So this really just means focusing on the solution, not your service, not what your service provides. The solution your service provides, not the service specifications. So if the solution is that you're going to generate tons of new traffic, or if the solution is that you're going to build them the best website in the industry, if the solution is you're going to generate 20 new leads every week for them, that's the solution. That's what they want to hear. If you heard that their goals are that they want to increase traffic to their site by 1,000, you should tell them that your solution is going to help them get 1,000 new visitors to their site every week. Like, that's the thing. Focus on the solution and not the service specifications. They don't care about the social media posting and the scheduling and how all of that's going to lead to a better result because it's going to be more consistent, and customers need consistent. They don't need all that. They want to know what you're going to be able to do for them. So if you're able to tell them clearly, here's what the solution does, here's why it's effective, like, it's going to get you these leads. That's all you need to know. If you want to know more, I can go briefly into that, but really that's all that you care about. Like, you don't want to do that in the sales meeting. Like, let me be, okay. I get a little sarcastic sometimes, guys. Don't do that in the sales meeting, but you get what I'm saying, all right? Focus on the solution, focus on what they care about, and not the fluffy stuff they don't care about, all right? And the last little part I want to talk to you guys about is 10 words to start using now in your sales pitches, when you're talking to people on the phone, when you're talking to them via email. The reason why is because these words are already some of the most commonly known persuasive words out there, like advantage, or imagine what could happen, or if you do this now, you can see this result. It's simple. There's value here using we, or we, our, us, together, getting it first, fixing an issue, discover. You can see why these words are persuasive. It gives you that feeling like if you get an advantage, or if you get, you know, something now, or it's simple, or you get value, that's something that triggers a positive emotion inside, right? So these words are very persuasive just by using this specific word. Like these specific 10 sets or 10 words right here will generate better engagements with your customers because of the fact that they are psychologically proven to they're psychologically proven to help people feel more comfortable with your product or service. All right, so 10 keywords. Guys, this is pretty much it. I mean, for this quick little video, this is all you really need to understand. We're going to talk more about sales and getting clients. Don't worry. I mean, this isn't it for sales and marketing and stuff like that. But this is a key part, everything that we went over in this video, to being able to close the customer. You know, if you're getting in the door, if you're landing the meetings, but you're not having trouble closing the sale, I guarantee you it's coming down to something in this video that we went over. So watch it again. And if you've made it this far, guys, I'm going to do something extra special for all of you that have made it this far. In the description below, if you guys are looking to get more training on sales, on marketing, on digital marketing, whatever, I'm going to leave a promo code in the description below. Again, this is only for you guys that watch this full video. That's why I put it here at the end. I want it to be only for the people who are actually serious about wanting to land new clients and build their business to 6 figures in 2018. So if you want to get into the digital marketing school, take advantage of all of the information that we have and all of the training that we have, I'm going to leave a link in the description below for $75 off the course. So all you have to do is go down there and click it, and you'll get $75 off the digital marketing school. Thank you for watching this video. That's my little gift to you. Outside of that, guys, again, if you want full access to all of the information we covered on this whiteboard, all of the examples, because we didn't go over them all, there's plenty of more examples in that article. You just need to visit our blog at serialentrepreneur.academy. Make sure you head over there and check out everything that we have to offer. There is tons of blog content, guys. We have over 120 videos on YouTube now. We have tons of free content. You guys just need to get immersed inside of my channel. I know I'm going to get annoying, but if you watch all that content, I'm telling you, you will have a much better understanding on digital marketing and what you need to do to build your business and land more customers for 2018. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this video helped you in any way, then I need you to throw a like on there so that way other people can get access to this video content. Trust me, they want to see it just as badly as you do, but they'll never see it if you don't hit that like button. So go ahead and do that. Outside of that, I want to see a sales technique that has been working for you. Please teach me something new, guys. I love it when people teach me something new. So leave a sales tactic or a sales technique or strategy that you've been implementing for your business that has worked for you, because if it's working for you, I want to try and use it for my business. So if I've helped you, do me that little favor. Outside of that, guys, can't wait to see you on the next episode. But until next time, Serial Entrepreneur out. Later. Ready to start living the 6-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.